guys so much for coming. I'm sure most of you know I'm Ericka.
I'm Halle, and I'm trying to get the mic to come up.
I know it's raining outside, but I'm really excited to do this, and I'm really thankful you guys all showed up, so thank you.
We would like to take a minute to thank Austin Baptist Church. We actually both go to church here, so it was wonderful that we got to do our kind of final performance together here. And we would also like to thank our voice teacher who was just up here, who I don't, oh, there you are. We love you so much. Thank you for pushing us to do this. It might have been her idea, but yes. We're super excited. And today we're going to be starting with a song from Wicked, because to an extent some people might say that our friendship is a little bit like the one in Wicked, only you're not
started.
Yeah. But we actually performed this, I guess it was our sophomore year. It's been a long time. When we went to Baylor All-State Camp together. Actually, yeah, that was our junior year. Because we were roomies, and it was kind of funny because it's about being roommates. So we kind of brought it back from the dead to kind of commemorate the fact that we're no longer ever going to be roommates ever again. Just kidding. Well, not really, but anyways. Dearest, darlingest Momsy and Popsicle.
My dear father, there's been some confusion over rooming at Baylor. But of course I'll care for Nessa.
And of course I'll rise above it,
For I know that's how you want me to respond.
yes.
There's been some confusion, for you see my roommate is
Unusually and exceedingly peculiar and altogether quite impossible to describe.
soprano.
What is this feeling? So sudden and new.
Felt the moment I laid eyes on you.
My pulse is rushing.
My head is reeling.
My face is flushing.
What is this feeling? Fervent as a flame. Does it have a name? Yes. Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
For your face,
Your voice.
your clothing.
Let's just say I loathe it all. Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. With simple utter loathing, there's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing you my whole life. Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
I felt the moment,
I laid eyes on you, your voice, your clothes.
My head is rushing.
Let's
My
just
face is
say
reeling.
I love it all.
What is this
Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. Loathing, there's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing for forever, loathing, truly, deeply loathing you. My whole life long. Boom! I've had much good luck as a performer. I've been cast in almost every show. From Carousel to Hair, on Broadway I was there. But you never, never know. Perhaps you picked me out last year in Phantom, or underneath my dirt in Miserable. But if you tried to pick me out from all those voices in the crowd, I'm certain that you must have had a problem. My plight is quite Niederland and Schubert and Rialto. And although I've got a great high score, the reaction seems to be, oh, that was so cute. But we need you singing alto. Please give me a chance to sing melody. Give me a crack at the tune. I feel the chagrin every time I begin by the light of the silvery moon. Just one little shot at the melody. Give me a moment to shine. I'm sick of can't help loving that man of mine. Just look at Oklahoma, for example. That rousing kind of number of the show. While everyone is singing Oklahoma, I get sky go ho. And now a medley of my finer rolls. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Three little mates from school are we, purchased school for well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little mates from school. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me. What, where, which, what, where, who, who. Such a pretty me, such a pretty me. Please pull a few strings for the melody. Don't care if the solo is teeny. It would be nirvana from having such fun to sing something other than sweetie. I'm down on my knees for the melody. I'm begging with all of my might. Just have a bar and let this chorus girl be a star tonight. So now I'm bringing up my lovely dad. He's going to play a song for me that he used to play for my sister, who also has a beautiful voice. But we like to jam to it as well because I like to call Adele my spirit animal. So here's an example. When the rain is blowing in
back in September of 2015. I actually, before we started dating, I really was not interested in him at all.
She loathed me.
But anybody who knows Corbin knows that he's very persistent. So he did this thing at Vandergrift called Pop Unplugged, and I actually can't play any instruments except for piano, but it's really bad. Cynthia would be ashamed. But he told me he wanted to sing this duet together, and so every day I had to sit in a practice room with him and practice. And as we were practicing, I started to realize I was kind of cute. I liked his hair. And so basically, before that performance, we started dating, and so this song is kind of the reason why I let Corbin text me and talk to me. So we are going to sing it now. Yes.
Do you hear me? I'm talking to you. Across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying.
Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. Keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard.
Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Ooh.
They don't know how long it takes
waiting for love like this.
every time we say
goodbye. I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you. I promise you I will. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. So I'm sailing through the sea to an island where we'll meet. You hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair.
Know the breezes, the trees, I feel so pretty. You're all I see as the world keeps spinning round. You hold me right here, right now.
Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday.
We were joking the other day, we saw the band finals concert, and we were talking about how band kids have water breaks in their songs, and we don't get that. So, it's my recital, so I'm gonna have a water bottle. Hold on. So, the next song that we're going to sing is, it's from the opera L'Acme, and it's in French. So, if you speak French, please don't be offended. If we don't pronounce it right, and then it's not offensive. sound kind of funny, I don't know if you remember this, but one time I came over to Ericka's house while she was working on her Spanish project, and we made empanadas together. They were really good. I played this song on like my Spotify, and she was like, oh, we should sing that together our senior year. And I was like, oh, that's so far away. Little did I know, it's like right now. So now we're gonna sing it. Yes. It's a song called Exquise, right? By Han. I keep mispronouncing that, it's kind of a joke. So.
Is an aria called Que fait-il Blanche Toutarella from Romeo and Juliet by Gounod. If you haven't figured out yet, this is kind of the French section, so it's also in French. I sang it at every single college audition I had this year, which was about 7, I think. And not to make an excuse, but I have been sick this past week, and as I just discovered, I may not be able to sing some of these high notes because it's a pretty hard aria. But You're all my friends, so it doesn't matter. So here we go.
Yes.
Depuis hier, je cherche un verbe pour mettre. Est-il encore chez vous, mes seigneurs cabinets? Voyons un peu si vous digne valet. À ma voix ce matin, au salon des paraître. Que fait blanche tourterelle dans ces nuits de vautour, quelques jours de ployante neige, te suivront les amours. Au vautour, il faut la bataille, pour frapper le stock et de taille, leurs becs sont dénisés. Garde bien la belle qui vivra vivra, votre tourterelle vous échappera, votre tourterelle vous échappera. Heureux miel roi de vert bocage, le chanson que fait s'étirer, le son d'entendre bruit. Cependant, tout de ses fraises, dans sa voix compte la tendresse aux âtres de la nuit. Gardez bien la belle qui vivra verra, votre tourterelle vous échappera, votre tourterelle vous échappera. Gardez bien la belle, votre tourterelle vous échappera.
I don't want to hurt anyone's ears. So this next song, if you've ever seen me perform before, have probably heard it. Sorry to those of you who, this is probably like the 7:30th time actually. This was one of my college audition pieces, and it's actually, I think, one of the first real big arias that I ever got assigned. It's kind of near and dear to my heart because it was one of the first times where I had ever had to work on something where I feel like it really showed me what my niche was, or my fach, if you want to talk about about that. But basically, it helped me discover that I don't just like singing high, I like singing really high, and I like singing really fast. Because when you get older and you go into learning about the big music stuff, you learn that there's not just sopranos and altos, but there's all different types of things that you can kind of focus on. And this song showed me that I like being really dramatic. If you didn't know, I knew that before. But, I like having a character, and I like singing high and fast. So this song is from an opera called Die Fledermaus. I will be performing it in English today because I think it's a little bit more relatable that way because we all probably speak English in here. And I'm not going to look at Natalie when I say this just in case it's wrong, but I believe the scene that this is from, I am a maid and I'm at a party and the man who I work for says something to me like, "Oh, you look like my maid," and I'm like, "I can't be your maid, I'm a rich person." But I'm really not, so it's kind of funny because I'm the maid. And now I will be singing it for you.
My dear Marquis, it seems to me you should display more tact. Where a lady goes, what a lady shows is how she proves the fact. My taste is too fine and too chic. My waist has a line too unique. My talk is too dramatic. My walk more aristocratic. What chambermaid you know could have so much to show? What chambermaid you know could have so much to show? You might as well admit, Marquis, you owe me an apology. It's too funny, please excuse me, I can't help it, you amuse me, you're wrong as you can be, Marquis. Just look at me, and you will see there's more than meets the eye. Where a lady's been, what a lady's seen, are proofs that never lie. Could I be at home in this room? If I were at home with the broom? The way I lift an eyebrow is typically highbrow. What chambermaid you know could have so much to show? What chambermaid you know could have so much to show? Instead of putting on such airs, why don't you mind your own affairs? It's too funny, please excuse me, I can't help it, you amuse me.
Okay, so this next song is called Quiet. It's one that I found recently, and it kind of hit to my core. It's about finally breaking through after letting people just kind of make you quiet, I guess, and standing up for yourself, which is shifting gears from the funny thing she just sang. But it means a lot to me, and so I'm going to sing it to you today. What's the perfect balance between yelling too much or not yelling enough so that people don't walk over you? Is it a crime just to want to be nice, to avoid confrontation and show everyone a little respect? Time after time, I find that I'm struggling to tell you what's burning inside, a glimmer of hope that you'll finally see. Yet I remain quiet. Look at my face, don't you dare turn away, 'cause I'm losing my patience. Show me now you're the man that I want to be with for the rest of my life. I have so much love to give you. Just open up your eyes and you'll see. Time after time, I find that I'm struggling to tell you what's burning inside, a glimmer of hope that you'll finally see. Still I remain quiet. I can't remain quiet anymore. No, I was not built to idly stand here letting you make my decisions based upon your point of view. You never allowed me my own freedom. Well, hear me now. Show me now you're the man that I want to be with for the rest of my life. I have so much love to give you. Just open up your eyes and you'll see. Time after time, I find that I'm struggling to tell you what's burning inside, a glimmer of hope that you'll finally see. Still yes, I can't remain quiet,
I wasn't going to use music, but this one's really hard, so just in case. So this next song is from an operetta called Candide. You might have read the book in high school. It's by Voltaire, it's a satire, and I'm supposed to say I begged Natalie to let me do this. Because I did, I begged her. I did. Let's see if I can get through this in one breath. Not really, that would be amazing, but take a little second. Usually this, when it's performed, is completely blocked out. There's a lot of action and movement to it, but we tried the wireless mics earlier, and every time my earring hit it, you could hear it like boom, boom. So we decided we were just gonna test my acting skills and see how well I could just come up with my own thing standing. So we'll see. All right? Thank you. I'm trying to get as hydrated as possible because this is a long one. So let's all take a deep breath. Glitter and be gay, that's the part I play. Here I am in Paris.
reach. Born to higher things, here I drop my wings. Singing of a sorrow nothing can assuage. And yet, of course, I rather like to revel. I have no strong objection to champagne. My wardrobe is expensive as the devil. Perhaps it is ignoble to complain. Enough of being basely tearful. I'll show my noble stuff. I'll be bright and cheerful. Girls, and ruby rings. How can such worldly things take the place of honor lost? Can they compensate for my fallen state, purchased as they were at such an awful cost? Bracelets, lavaliers, can they dry my tears? Can they blind my eyes to shame? Can the brightest brooch shield me from reproach? Can the purest diamond purify my name? And yet, of course, these trinkets are endearing. I'm also glad my sapphire is a sword. I rather like a 20-carat earring. If I were pure, at least my jewels are. Enough. I'll take the diamond necklace and show my noble stuff. I'll be gay and reckless. Observe how gaily I conceal the reckless dreadful shame I feel. I hope nobody heard that. That was a really bad joke.
Okay. Will you talk for a second?
Okay, this is our last song, Sad Face. So, to pick up, I'm just going to talk about my relationship with Halle. So, she doesn't remember it, but we used to go to a similar Bible study. She went on a different night than I did, but I went on Tuesdays, she went on Mondays, it's fine. And one day I went with my dad, who went on Mondays, and I saw her, and I'll never forget talking about choir with her because we were both just so excited, and I had been in middle school choir with people who were doing it for their fine arts credit or whatever. Most of the people stuck with it, but there were some that didn't, And so it was cool to make that connection with someone else who went to a different school. And then we get to high school, and there's this a cappella group. We're an a cappella choir, and there's a group of us, about 6 maybe, that are still friends today and still in choir together, and I can't imagine what next year's going to be like without them all. But Halle and I have always been close because we've been the soprano and the alto. I mean, even though Mr. Ferris makes me soprano sometimes, but as we all know, I like being alto, even though my song might make it sound like I didn't. That's okay. But yeah, Halle's always been special to me, and I think the biggest part of that's been because instead of just being a choir friend or just a school friend, she's also been my church friend and my church sister, someone that we can pray together and always be there for each other, always make each other confident when we aren't, and really just confident in general. It's going to suck not having her there next year because she's been the person that I go to pray or to have someone pray for me, or even just to give me a hug or find me in Macy's when I'm having a bad day, aka yesterday. It was good. Yeah. But I love her a lot.
So before I forget, not that I could, but I don't want to have to talk at the very end because I just making noise. I forgot to thank Cynthia Smith. She's our pianist tonight.
True.
She is amazing. It's one part of singing that nobody really tells you need to know how to do is tell the pianist what to do. It's really difficult to kind of enunciate because the other day we were literally like, do the part like that, make it slower, and then, but she's so kind and so forgiving, and so when, we have a day where we come in and we forgot our music or some things, I feel like you're always just so forgiving for that kind of stuff, and, we're young and we make mistakes, and I feel like you're always there to just help us kind of mend the wounds that we make, so thank you so much for playing tonight.
Set up this wonderful thing in the back. There are lots of good treats for you guys. Another thank you. So here's our last song. It's called Flight.
Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way to the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise and still, wanna grow in a grove from the side of the hill. I don't care if the train comes late, if the checks don't clear, if the house blows down. I'll be off where the weeds run wild, where the seeds fall far from this earthbound town. And I'll start to soar, watch me rain till I pour. I'll catch a ship and sail me astray. Get caught in the wind, I'll just have to obey time till I'm flying away. traveling up